Yeah, well, listener, we're in a different era, right? Like, I was a voracious reader, both when I was going to Europe all the time, 13-hour flights from California to Germany. And when I was over there, right, I didn't have a lot of people to talk to. English was not anyone's first language. I was in Eastern Europe. And also when I was in prison, because, anybody who's been in prison knows you're going to read a lot or you're going to get into some bad stuff. And, I read, both, finance, economics. But I will tell you this, I learned just as much from fiction novels that, we're talking about humanity. And when I wrote my own books, Warrior of the Light, which you see behind you, and Greed and Fear, I recognized that the subject matter wasn't it. It was human nature, if you will. Now, in this society we live in today, everything's social media, and here you see me talking about my passion still. I did this on my crime talk for a long time, but quite frankly, I got tired of it. And it's funny, the crime talk, I had a lot of haters on there, and you're a liar, it's not real. And then right before their eyes, like, I got my brother before Congress, I got my brother pardoned by Trump. And then there's still people sitting there going, he's just a liar. And it's just absolutely hilarious to me how that is. Now, take my martial arts life. Look, I talk about what happened in the gym, and people scream, you're a liar. And, this is just the nature of human beings. Human beings, by definition, haters. Many of them don't want someone else to do well. When you do well, there's an excuse as to why you did well. And you can never tell by personality. I met some absolutely sweet guys that were absolutely in delusion about what actually happened at the gym. And even more than that, I met some onlookers that, because they had heroes in their mind. I remember this one guy. I sparred Joey Beltran right before I went to prison for about, I don't know, I guess that would have been a year and a half. And I did great with Joey. Joey's style matched mine well. He has a great chin, and he's got unlimited cardio. And I kind of had those too. My cardio was a little bit more limited, but I was on testosterone and nobody could really hurt me. So we had a lot of gym wars. But a friend of Joey's sort of took that as like, no, Joey beat you up every time. And why did he do that? It's just because of where he had Joey in his mind himself. I don't think Joey would ever say something like that. Joey was not a hater by any means. He was a really good, solid dude, and I'm glad he's, married now and has a kid. But listen, nobody reads anymore, listener. It's all social media. I wrote my books because I didn't have access to social media. And to be honest with you, I think when you're writing, you organize your thoughts about things and whatnot. There's a lot of fight game information in Warrior of the Light. It came from all that reading I did as a kid. So you might find it interesting. Most people probably wouldn't. But there's a lot of human nature stuff in there too. Stuff I did that I didn't know why I was doing it at the time. We only figure it out a little bit more when we're grown and we can reflect more on our lives. But yeah, there it is, man. Just keep listening, listener. You don't have to read it. Everybody, wait a minute. Now, everybody tell everybody to read my book. Subscribe and like my channel.